Born in Guadalajara, Sergio Perez considered following childhood friend, Mexican football international Javier Hernandez, along the football path, but instead settled for his father's. Antonio was a former Mexican Formula 3 champion. Perez became a champion driver in the lower ranks and didn't go unnoticed by Mexico's wealthiest man. Carlos Slim and his telecom company Telmex sponsored him through his teens, before Perez made his F1 debut with Sauber in 2011. Rumours quickly swirled in the paddocks. The boy known as Checo made it onto the circuit thanks to Sauber's new partnership with Telmex. But he quickly proved those rumours wrong. Malaysia, Canada, Italy. Perez scored 3 podium finishes in 2 seasons with Sauber in a car that was deemed unpredictable to drive. He was then courted by McLaren, where he would replace Lewis Hamilton. In turn, Perez was replaced at Sauber by another Mexican, Esteban Gutierrez. Esteban Gutierrez slid into the Sauber race team in 2013 and quickly showed he belonged. Gutierrez set the fastest lap in Spain, scored his first points in Japan, and ended the year 16th. He became the second youngest driver ever to set a fastest lap and was 2013's top-ranked rookie. In 2013, Sergio Perez joined McLaren, a team of history, innovation, and world champions. Perez would get to drive alongside one, Jenson Button.
I think someone that's young and excited about the new challenge of racing for Vodafone, McLaren, Mercedes, I think it does bring something. So I think we have a good partnership and, we're ready.
But he probably wasn't ready for this. Bahrain. And Button's biggest challenge on the day came from his own teammate. Sergio Perez drove with aggression, eventually causing a slight collision between the two. Furious afterwards, then team principal Martin Whitmarsh declared that Perez overstepped the mark. The Mexican saw it differently, stating Button drove with similar zeal. In fact, he didn't even apologize to the 2009 world champion. The writing was on the wall. One of the drivers had to go. And in 2014, Perez moved to Force India. Esteban Gutierrez is speedy and superstitious. In 2012, the boy from Monterrey refused to cut his hair, fearing bad luck. Admittedly, his girlfriend also had a hand in the decision. Mexican model and schoolteacher Paula Ruiz. Sergio Perez is superstitious as well and wears a string of lucky bracelets during races. And while they've yet to lead him to a Grand Prix victory, perhaps they've worked in inflating his bank account. When he signed with McLaren, he pocketed $11 million for the season, or $5 million more than his football friend Javier Hernandez. However, it's dropped to $2.5 million since joining Force India in 2014. But that's still over $2 million more than Gutierrez, who makes $400,000. If Esteban Gutierrez wants to fulfill his chosen one nickname and earn the kind of money Perez is on, he'll need to improve his on-track decision-making, which has led to a few spills along the way. Albeit more reckless than his fellow countrymen, Sergio Perez has proven to be Carlos Slim's best F1 driving investment to date.